big deal about platelet rich fibrin, or PRF? Well, it is basically the next generation of PRP. What that means is platelet rich fibrin contains more growth factors, stem cells, and platelets than platelet rich plasma. And that's because there's no anticoagulant added to the blood when it is spun in the centrifuge. So if you thought that platelet rich plasma is, all natural, it is very natural, but there is also an additive in those tubes when you spin them in the centrifuge, and that's the anticoagulant. So when you're working with platelet rich fibrin, you're working with a completely empty, sterile tube. So this is, the most natural treatment that you can possibly get when it comes to skin rejuvenation. The other exciting thing about platelet rich fibrin, because it does not contain that anticoagulant, when it gets underneath your skin, it actually has a clotting effect. When the platelet rich fibrin is either injected into your skin or sinks into your skin topically after a microneedling treatment, because there is no anticoagulant, the growth factors actually have a much longer shelf life than they normally would if you were using platelet rich plasma. So that just gives them that much longer of a runway to work and to really produce the maximum amount of collagen that we're looking for. Platelet rich fibrin is also a lot easier to make than platelet rich plasma. Now, I know a lot of you have been requesting that I show you every single step for how I get my own PRP or PRF at home. And I'm sorry to say that I'm not going to show that on my YouTube. It's really not something that I encourage people to do at home. And as you all know, I am not a physician, I'm not a nurse, and I'm not a licensed esthetician. So I just want to be really careful about what I'm putting out there. And again, this is really not something that I recommend that you do if you don't have medical training. Okay, so I'm sure you guys may have some more questions about platelet rich fibrin. I'd love getting your comments on my videos. So if you do have any questions, please feel free to reach out. I'd love to connect. And as always, if you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe and click that notification button so you know when I put out new videos. So this is my 1-year anniversary video. So I'm a little zoomed in because I want to do just a quick chat about my progress over the past year. So my plan for the past year has been to maintain my skin using only platelet rich plasma and microneedling. And I have been so happy with my results. In fact, I'm definitely going to keep this up. This is hands down going to be part of my regular skincare treatment for the foreseeable future. My problem area has always been my nasolabial folds. When I'm at rest, I really do not notice them at all. I still have nice volume in my cheeks, but I don't have that sort of overstuffed pillow face look like I used to. So in terms of using platelet rich plasma or platelet rich fibrin to really minimize some of those deeper facial wrinkles, I think it's a great combination, and I'm thrilled with my results. Another area that I'm really happy with my results are under my eyes. So I'm not really wearing much makeup at all on my skin right now. I have a little bit of concealer under my eyes, but I'm really happy with the fullness. I don't have that kind of hollowed out look under my eyes, which I felt like I was definitely kind of moving towards that over a year ago. The microneedling with platelet rich plasma, especially in this area, in the tear trough, I think that's produced really fantastic results. And while we're zoomed in, let's have a look at my forehead. So I don't know how much you can tell, and I will do another shot without the nice lights on, but like obviously I've got tons of movement in my forehead, which is great because I like to be expressive, but these muscles, they are getting stronger, and the stronger they get, the more prominent they look. And you can just see them when my face is at rest. You can still just sort of see the muscle underneath the skin. Would a little bit of Botox be a good thing at this stage if I wanted to really minimize just the muscle development through here? I think the answer is yes. And again, I know this is a slippery slope because as soon as I start doing Botox, I want to do it like every 3 to 4 months. But my experience lately has been I can go a good 18 months to 2 years without Botox. But now I'm starting to see that muscle really kind of build up, and a little bit of toxin through here would just help that muscle, not develop as quickly as it has been. Yeah, okay, I think you can see that a little bit better. See, you can see these lines here. And so those are the lines that platelet-rich plasma and microneedling probably are not going to be able to touch. At least that's been my experience. Okay, enough of my close-up for today. Glad that's done. So here's what I propose to do. I'm going to do a light microneedling treatment, 0.5, 1 millimeter depth max. And then just use the platelet rich fibrin as a serum the way that I normally would when I do a PRP and microneedling treatment. Okay, I'll be back in just a moment. I'm going to do a really quick demonstration of microneedling with my Derminator microneedling tool, and then I will apply the platelet rich fibrin. All right, so I'm going to be using my Derminator today, and I'm going to try the 12-point needle this time. Normally I use the 9. I like the lower needles because I feel like they penetrate more, but because I'm not using any numbing today, I'm gonna go easy. I'm gonna go with the 12. As always, sterilize my skin with alcohol. And if you watched my Derminator tutorial, you know that the Derminator is pretty noisy. So I'm not going to be talking very much while I'm microneedling because this thing is just too annoying to listen to for you guys. So I'm just going to do like a quick once over, probably speed it up, and then we'll get to the fun part with the PRF. For slip, I'm just going to be using, I had a bit of a leftover of this Dermaheal hyaluronic acid. I've just put it into this syringe just because it's easy to apply. Gloves. Okay, I am starting at 0.5. Actually, no, I'm going to start out at like a 0.25. Just get warmed up. So you can see that's 0.25. There's really not a lot of redness. Like I said, just kind of want to get my skin warmed up, and then I'll go to deeper depth. But I'm going to do 0.25 on this side as well. a little bit longer there in terms of what I would normally do because I'm not numb, and I just wanted to make sure that I could get like a good pinkness using just 0.25 and 0.5. So that's pretty much what I've been able to accomplish here. No pinpoint bleeding that I can see, maybe teeny tiny little marks, but I do have like a nice flush going on. So I know that, that I'm on the right track here. So I'm gonna quickly do my forehead, then I'm going to go get my PRF and do one last pass. And I should say as well that working without numbing cream, which I have done once or twice before with the Derminator, it's fine. I mean, we'll see if I can tolerate a 1 millimeter depth when I start microneedling with the PRF. But yeah, 0.5 is no problem at all. Okay, so that was quick. I got a nice pink forehead, and I will be back in just a couple seconds with my Platelet Rich Fibrin. All right, so that was successful. This is what about 3 to 4 milliliters of Platelet Rich Fibrin looks like. You can see it's kind of like a pinky orange color, and I've got it in this dropper, which is going to be super easy to use as I just kind of drip it on my face as I'm microneedling. So Platelet Rich Fibrin does not have a very long shelf life, so I am going to move rather quickly. I've probably got about another 5 minutes before this starts to clot and isn't usable anymore. No clotting yet, so that's a good sign. I just did a couple of minutes of microneedling at a 0.75. I really got a perfect result with the Derminator. I love this thing. No bleeding whatsoever, but you can tell that like I'm evenly pink or red all over the place. And so I still have 1.5 mils, so I can just kind of put that on my skin. I'll probably put a mask on afterwards. And yeah, you can see like no clotting. Actually, I can see teeny tiny little clots forming. So I'm gonna get this on my skin now while it's still in liquid form and can soak into all those channels I just created. It's good to know that this amount of volume is, sufficient for microneedling your face, and you could probably even, you know, do your neck and your chest with this amount too. Okay, so that's it. I'm so happy that this worked out. I'm happy to share more about how I get PRF in the comments, or even privately over email if you want to send me an email. Happy to engage with you that way. So thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one.